As we get closer and closer to the end of this month, I've realized that my best reading days for the year are behind me. So let me recommend to you the best book that I've read this year. Let's get into it. Hey, fellow book lovers, I'm Shay, and welcome back to the channel, Miss Malcolm Hughes. Today, we are going to be tier ranking every book I gave a read now in 2024 to figure out which one is the best. Some of you may know if you've been keeping up with the channel, but I started this year with 3 tiers of ranking for books, and I expanded it to 4. So, with that understanding, I have 4 tiers of ranking my best reads of the year. The first one is Wish I Could Read It Again for the First Time. That's how much I loved it. The second tier is I Stand by My Choice. I still give it a read now. I believe in it. The third is Would Have Been a Read Soon. So the new category that I added between read now and read when you have time is read soon. So if I would have had that for that rating. So with that, there are surprisingly 17 books that I gave a read now this year. Let's take a look and see how I feel about them now. So all of these books here have full video reviews on my channel. So definitely check those out if you want more details. Here we're just going to talk about how I feel about them now. So the first one we have is On Us 3 by Nina. For this one, it was the culmination of the series, though there were more books to come, but a part of the core 3. I would say that I stand by my choice. I stand by my choice on that one. It was good. It was like reading the series. If for that to be the culminating point, I wasn't mad. I felt like the journey towards where we ended was worth it. Next, we have Los Blaze by Antoinette Sherrill. And this is kind of a blog or a Kindle novella from the Art of Hood Love series. And I really enjoyed this one. I really loved learning more about Relic and Lowe's. And so for this one, is it a read now though? It wasn't a full book, but it was still good. I'm gonna give it it probably would have been a read soon. You don't have to drop everything and read it now. You could read the series without it. So it probably would have been a read soon. Next, we have King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. That was surprisingly good. I actually listened to that on audio and is read by Sean Bean. And that was just a phenomenal audiobook. I highly recommend. And so I'm going to say, I wish I could read that again for the first time. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was very animated in my house while I was listening to it. Next, we have The House of Eve by Sadika Johnson. Very popular book. I remember really enjoying it. I had a couple of issues, but overall, I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to say I stand by my choice. I stand by my choice on that one. Next, we have The Art of Hood Love, Lessons from a Hidden Treasure. That one isn't a part of the core, even though I consider it to be the 4th book, is really like 3.5. And this one blew me away. If you watch my review, it blew me away. I enjoyed it thoroughly. The whole series, but the whole series, but definitely this one. It was so good. Like Antoinette Sherrill has a fan in me because of this book. And I'm gonna say I wish I could read it again for the first time. I was so into it. Next, we have The Lies of the Jungle. This is also a very short read, a novella. I read it quickly. I read it in a day. I enjoyed it. The best fantasy book I ever read? No. Is it a great fantasy book? Yes. Do I stand by my choice? Absolutely. Oh, next we have Heavy by Kiese Layman. I adore Kiese. I appreciate his writing so much and a lot of what he tries to push. How do I feel about it? Oh, when it's all said and done, really reflecting on the work and the writing. How do I feel about it? I stand by my choice. I'm going to stand by my choice. That's how I feel about it. I'm going to stand by my choice. I'm not ranking these within the tiers. but maybe I will in a bit. Next up, we have the first book in the Art of Hood Love series. That's Savvy. That one was good. That one got me into it. I stand by it. I stand by it. Oh, we have Saint by Miss Candace. Oh, I wish I could read that one again for the first time. That one was so good. If you have not read Saint, I don't feel as strongly about Saint 2, but if you have not read the first Saint book, definitely check it out. Next, we have Parable of the Sower by Octavia Butler. That one, oh, it sticks with you. It sticks with you. I actually would love to use like a quote from that book, my own book one day. Like I yeah, that one was really good. Do I wish I could read it again for the first time? Not quite. I didn't love it at that level, but I do stand by my choice that you should read it now. Next, we have Shabu. That one in the Art of Hood Love series by Antoinette Sherrill. And there was a lot going on in that one. Would it have been a read now if I had read soon? Huh. No, I really enjoyed that one. I'm gonna stand by it. I'm gonna stand by it. It can continue to be a read now. This is good because I know that like I'm seeing like I'm mostly not tripping. I'm not tripping when I give my books these ratings. Next, we have Blackout by a number of writers. That one was cutesy, very teeny, like so enjoyable. Black romance. I loved it. Is it a read now? No, it's not. It's not. It's not. If I had a read soon, I would have probably placed it there. Ah, hmm. Yeah, it's a read soon. Okay, Soul Ties by Miss Candace. Soul Ties was good. I enjoyed it. I found it to be very enjoyable. Learning about the brothers, watching this romance unfold, watching these individuals try to come to terms with this love that's seemingly forbidden, but it's all consuming. I really enjoyed it. I did. I did. Do I wish I could read it again for the first time? No, because I do remember I enjoyed Saint more, but I enjoyed this one. I'm going to say it is a hmm, hmm. I'm torn between I stand by my choice and would have been a read soon, but I really enjoyed it. I really no, I stand by my choice. I stand by my choice. I do. The Blood Trials. This was a reread for me, and I love the Blood Trials. Book one just does it for me. I love Akenna, all of her rage, her justified anger. Ah, I wish I could read this one again for the first time. I thoroughly enjoyed it reading it again for the second time, but there's something about that first time. Okay, okay, okay. So this one, Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. I gave it a read now. Read soon to not exist. I really appreciated this book. I really love this book. It's still to date my favorite Kennedy Ryan book that I've read. I've read, I'm currently on the third book of the Bennett series. So I've read two and a half of those books. I've read Before I Let Go. And I also read This Could Be Us. So it's at four and a half, almost five of her books. And this one still takes the cake for me. So Before I Let Go, hmm, do I stand by it or do I wish I could read it again for the first time? I stand by it. I stand by that choice. Their eyes were watching God by the one and only Ms. Zora Neale Hurston. We all should be grateful for Alice Walker to make sure we know who she is. This book, y'all, will blow you away. The writing, the story, the pain, the pleasure, the love, the beauty, the history, so much. This book, ugh, if I could read it again and again and again for the first time, I totally would. I totally would. We weren't ranking these, but we gonna put that one up front. That for sure is the best book I read this year, without a doubt. And last, Any Given Day, Every Effing Night by Ashley Antoinette. I really liked that one. I thought that was really good. Butterfly is my favorite series by Ashley Antoinette. I've heard folks say they don't like recommending that book to folks, and I don't understand. I would love to have a conversation with anyone who really hates that series or wouldn't want to recommend it to anyone. Please hit me up. Put it in the comments. I would love to have that conversation. But Any Given Day, Every Effing Night, it was so good. I enjoyed it thoroughly, much more than the second one. For that one, I'm gonna say I stand by it. Or do I? A read now though, or read soon? Hmm. I'm torn. I'm torn. Why am I torn? Because I really enjoyed it. Do I think about it? Does it stick with me? I remember a lot of it. I liked it though. Oh, I'm torn. I put it there, but I'm still not sure. Would it have been a read soon or a read now? A read soon. I did not anticipate being torn about this. Um, hmm, let me think. I kind of wish it was a read very soon. I'm gonna stand by my choice because I don't feel good about either one of these. This one goes in the mid, like this one goes right here. Like huh. I stand by my choice. I stand by my choice. That's where we're gonna land with it. I stand by my choice. These are the 17 best books that I read this year. And as you can see, my top tier, my top five. I have five. My top five are Their Eyes Were Watching God, King Arthur and His Knights, Lessons from a Hidden Treasure, Saint, and The Blood Trials. And the number one spot, let's see if we can put these in order. Oh, that's not number one. I mean, that's not number two. Let me see. That doesn't feel right. No, yeah. That feels right. Okay, so top five, starting with number five, we have Saint by Miss Candace. We have King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table by Benedict Flynn. For number four, number three, we have The Blood Trials by N.E. Davenport. In the number two spot, we have Lessons from a Hidden Treasure by Antoinette Sherrill. And my number one read of 2024 is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Miss Zora Neale Hurston. That's what I have. What were the best books that y'all read this year? Drop them in the comments. I would love to experience them soon. So until the next time, as always, I'm Miss Malcolm Hughes. Please remember to be kind to yourself, and I will see you all in the next video.